Hello guys. Recently on one of my videos, I had a somebody commented that God does not like or love Africans. And that got me thinking. The question I asked this person in return, which I haven't received a response, is whether they love themselves. Then I looked on my LinkedIn social and somebody reached out to me that they are looking for Bibles for Kenyan youth. And that also got me thinking that for over 400 years of this foreign God being introduced to us, where has it gotten us today? Africa does not need God. Africa does not need religion. Africa has its own traditional religions, but Christianity and Islamic religion, amongst other religions, is suffocating it. Now, aside from that, as Africa, most importantly, need an attitudinal, behavioral, and importantly, a mindset shift. Africans, we need to look at ourselves and ask, is this the Africa we want to see? Why is it that we cannot work with ourselves? And if we are able to find the answers, the reason why we cannot work with ourselves, we are unwilling to work ourselves and looking for salvation from outside, we better find the salvation and the answers within us and start working with ourselves. Many times on the continent, a Ghanaian doesn't like a Nigerian, a Togolese doesn't like a Beninois, an Ivorian doesn't like a Ghanaian doesn't like an Ivorian or Burkina. But as when all these borders were not there, for instance, the Ewe people transcends from Ghana, the Volta region, to Togo, Benin, and parts of Nigeria. That is a huge population of Ewe-speaking people, but caught up by the French and English language, but that makes them one people. Then you do have Akan people, both in Ghana and in Ivory Coast, caught up by English and French. You see where I'm taking it? So we need to be mindful that no Savior is coming from outside. No Jesus is coming. If you do expect God to come from somewhere, God is not coming from somewhere. We need to change ourselves. We need to see ourselves as one people. That diversity that we have, work with it to our betterment. Why do we always pray to some God outside of ourselves for manna? I'm not saying there isn't a spiritual existence, that there isn't a force greater than us, but this sole reliance on this force, that is also part of our being that we can use to create positively. When anything goes bad, we need salvation from that creative entity or force outside. We need to start looking at within ourselves, that we could pull within ourselves that positive force and work. Now, I'm not saying you should not go to church, but be mindful. If you're going to church, the reason why you're going to church. If you're going to pray for salvation, for manna, for money to fall into your pocket, stop and go farm. Go work. Go to the market and sell. Let those who want to be at church go do their churching. You go sell. Go network. Build strategic partnerships, businesses. Be deliberate about the things you do. You will achieve more than. And if you think people are coming from outside and taking from you, check yourself. What are you doing? Or what are you not doing? Ask yourself all those hard questions.